So now that we have examined all the muscle functions and we have tested the sensory points on the body, now we score the sensory points and the motor functions. So first, going on to the sensory points, there are 28 points on each side for light touch as well as for pinprick. So the points, the grading system for sensory points ranges from 0 to 2. That is, 0 is absent, 1 is altered and 2 is normal. So giving a highest score of 2 to each of the 28 points of light touch and pinprick, it gives us a total score of 2 into 28, 56 for light touch and 2 into 28, 56 for pinprick. That is for the right side. So the total score for the right side becomes 112, and the same left side, that is 56 plus 56. So it becomes 112 for the left side as well as for the right side for light touch and pinprick sensation. So this scoring is helpful while we are prognosticating the patient and we are following up the patient in order to check if there is any improvement or any deterioration in the sensory points that the patient had earlier or will have in the future. Now coming on to the motor scoring. So the motor scoring ranges from 0 to 5. 0 means total paralysis, 5 means normal movement against full resistance, active movement. So here we are grading the upper extremity of the right side and the lower extremity of the right side, all the muscles and the myotomes which we have already seen in the previous videos. So when we grade them, suppose they are all normal, so 5, if we grade 5 for all the myotomes in the upper limb, the total becomes 25, as well as for the lower limb the total also becomes 25. So the total for the left side becomes 25 plus 25, 50, and for the right side also it becomes 25 plus 25, that is 50, and the total score becomes 100. So again, this will help us in prognosticating the patient and also in following up the patient, like if the patient has improved or the patient has deteriorated. So now coming on to the definitions of a complete injury and an incomplete injury. So complete injury is complete absence of sacral sparing. That is, there are no sensory or motor functions at the S4, S5 dermatome and myotome. Incomplete injury is there is sacral sparing is present. That is, there is partial preservation of either sensory and or motor function at S4, S5 levels. So if it is a sensory incomplete, that means there is sacral sparing of sensory function, and if it's a motor incomplete, that means there is a sacral sparing of motor function or sacral sparing of sensory and motor function more than 3 levels below the level of injury. Now coming on to the grading of the spinal cord injury. So if we have graded the injury as ASIA A, that means it's a complete type of injury and there is no sensory or motor function preserved in the sacral segments S4 and S5. That is, there is no sacral sparing as well. Now coming on to ASIA B, that is sensory incomplete. It means there is sensory but no motor function is preserved below the neurological level and including sacral segments S4 and S5, and no motor function is preserved more than 3 levels below the motor level on either side of the body. So basically motor function is completely gone and sensory function is there. Coming on to ASIA C, that is motor incomplete. Now the motor function is preserved below the neurological level and the motor function, like more than half of the key muscle functions below the neurological level of injury, have a muscle grade of greater than 3. Have a muscle grade of less than 3, not greater than 3 in motor incomplete ASIA C. But in ASIA D, which is also motor incomplete. Here the motor function is preserved and at least half of the key muscle functions below the neurological level have a muscle grade greater than or equal to 3. And coming on to the ASIA E, which is normal. That is, sensation and motor function both are normal in all the segments, and not the patient had a previous spinal cord injury related deficit. So now we are comparing it. So we call it patient has ASIA E. Now there are certain steps in the classification and we'll go through that so that our classification becomes easier. So coming on to the step 1. First of all, we will determine the sensory level for the right side and the left side, which is the most caudal intact dermatome for pinprick and light touch both. Now we will determine the motor level for right side and left side both, which is defined by the lowest key muscle function that has a grade of at least 3. Now we will determine the neurological level of injury, and this refers to the most caudal segment of the cord with intact sensation and motor function, that is anti-gravity power of 3. So the neurological level of injury is the most cephalad of the sensory and motor level determined in step 1 and 2. Now we have to determine whether the injury is complete or incomplete. That is, there is absence of sacral sparing or presence of sacral sparing. If the voluntary anal contraction is not there and sensations are not present at S4, that is score of 0, and deep anal pressure is also not there, that means the injury is complete. Otherwise the injury is incomplete. Lastly, at step 5 we determine the ASIA impairment scale grade. That is what ASIA it is. If the injury is complete, that means it is ASIA A. If it's not complete, so now we have to determine, is it motor complete? So if it's motor complete, that means it's sensory incomplete. So there is sensory function is there but motor is not there. So it's ASIA B. But if it's not motor complete, we go to next step. So we find out, so at least half of the muscles below the neurological level are graded 3 or better. If yes, it's ASIA D. If no, it's ASIA C. And if all the sensory and motor functions are normal, it is ASIA E.